More than 2,500 years ago, when people believed that storms, diseases, and the forces of nature were the work of the gods, one Greek philosopher dared to reveal a completely different truth. Looking at the universe, he asked a simple yet profound question: what is everything actually made of? His answer was revolutionary. He proposed that everything in the world is made of incredibly tiny, invisible, and indivisible particles. Storms, diseases, and even the changing forms of matter were, in his view, nothing more than the result of these eternal particles moving, colliding, and rearranging themselves. He was none other than Democritus, the first visionary of the atom. History remembers him as the Laughing Philosopher. In this video, we'll discover how an idea he imagined more than 2,500 years ago evolved into today's quantum science. We'll also explore why he came to be known as the Laughing Philosopher and uncover the extraordinary story of his life. Democritus was born around 460 BC in the ancient Greek city of Abdera into a wealthy and influential family. His father's name is commonly given as Hegesistratus, although some ancient sources identify him as Leucippus or Athenocritus. He was known as an exceptionally wealthy and powerful man. According to tradition, when the Persian king Xerxes invaded Greece, Democritus's father generously hosted the Persian army. In appreciation, Xerxes reportedly left behind several renowned Persian scholars and astronomers to educate the household. From an early age, Democritus displayed an insatiable curiosity. Under the guidance of these Persian scholars, he received his first lessons in mathematics and astronomy. After his father's death, he inherited a vast fortune, but wealth held little attraction for him. His true passion was the pursuit of knowledge. Determined to satisfy his curiosity, Democritus spent nearly all of his inheritance traveling across the known world. He journeyed through Egypt, Babylonia, Persia, and possibly even India, studying the wisdom of some of the greatest civilizations of the ancient world. Democritus himself proudly claimed that none of his contemporaries had traveled farther, visited more countries, or met more distinguished scholars in every branch of knowledge than he had. These lifelong travels transformed him from an ordinary young man into one of history's greatest philosophers. After returning to Abdera, Democritus studied with the renowned philosopher Leucippus, who became his teacher and greatest intellectual influence. Inspired by Leucippus, Democritus became fascinated by a remarkable question. Imagine taking an apple, then cutting it in half, then cutting those pieces again, and again, and again. Could you continue dividing it forever? Or would there eventually come a point where the remaining piece could no longer be divided? From this simple thought experiment, Democritus proposed a revolutionary idea. Everything in the universe is made of incredibly tiny, invisible, and indivisible particles. He called these particles Atomos, meaning uncuttable or indivisible. That ancient Greek word eventually became today's word, atom. According to his theory, first, the universe consists of only two things, atoms and the void. Second, atoms are infinite in number, invisible, eternal, and indestructible. They are never created or destroyed. Third, the differences between objects arise from the different shapes, arrangements, positions, and motions of atoms. He even believed that the human soul and our thoughts were composed of extremely fine, smooth, rapidly moving atoms. At that time, most people believed the entire universe was made from only four basic elements: earth, water, air, and fire. Democritus rejected that idea completely. According to him, every rock, every tree, every drop of water, every breath of air, and every human body was nothing more than a different combination of atoms. Just imagine, without microscopes, without laboratories, without any modern scientific instruments, he arrived at this astonishing conclusion using nothing but observation, logic, and imagination. For his era, it was an extraordinary intellectual achievement. Yet Democritus was far more than the father of atomism. He made important contributions to mathematics, geometry, biology, music, and psychology. He was among the earliest thinkers to state that the volume of a cone is 1/3 the volume of a cylinder with the same base and height, a result that would later be proven mathematically. He also proposed that the Milky Way was not a cloudy band in the sky, but the combined light of countless distant stars. Even more remarkably, he suggested that the universe might contain countless other worlds, some perhaps capable of supporting life. His curiosity extended to the origins of human civilization as well. Democritus believed early humans lived difficult and primitive lives. They had no clothing, no permanent homes, no knowledge of fire. They wandered alone, surviving on wild fruits and whatever nature provided. But fear of dangerous animals eventually forced them to gather together. Living as communities changed everything. Gradually, they developed language, invented symbols, sought shelter in caves, learned from experience, and through intelligence and cooperation, slowly built the civilizations we know today. Despite all these achievements, history remembers Democritus most affectionately by another title, the Laughing Philosopher. But why? Democritus believed people wasted their lives consumed by greed, anxiety, anger, and meaningless desires. He often laughed at humanity's foolishness, superstition, and irrational behavior. To him, the endless struggles of everyday life resembled a tragic comedy. He argued that the true goal of life was not wealth or power, but a state of lasting inner peace and cheerful contentment. He called this ideal euthymia. Ancient sources suggest that Democritus wrote a tremendous number of books. Sadly, almost all of them have been lost. During his lifetime, influential philosophers such as Plato and Aristotle rejected his atomic theory. As a result, his ideas remained largely forgotten for nearly 2,000 years. The historian Diogenes Laertius even claimed that Plato disliked Democritus so intensely that he wished all of Democritus' writings could be burned. But truth can't remain hidden forever. In 1803, the English scientist John Dalton revived atomic theory by developing the first modern scientific model of the atom. Later, scientists such as Albert Einstein, Ernest Rutherford, and Niels Bohr helped establish that matter truly is composed of tiny particles, confirming the fundamental insight that Democritus had imagined more than 2 millennia earlier. Ironically, modern science also showed that Democritus was not entirely correct. Atoms themselves can be divided into smaller particles, such as protons, neutrons, and electrons. Yet his central idea, that matter is built from tiny fundamental particles, became one of the greatest foundations of modern physics. Today's quantum physics, nuclear energy, and modern chemistry all trace part of their intellectual heritage back to this remarkable Greek philosopher. Historians believe Democritus lived an exceptionally long life, perhaps between 90 and 109 years. In old age, he reportedly lost his eyesight, but his vision for understanding the universe remained as clear as ever. Around 370 BC, one of history's greatest thinkers passed away, yet his ideas never truly died. Democritus teaches us that even when nearly everyone believes in superstition, one courageous mind can still stand alone in search of truth. Today, whenever we harness atomic energy, build quantum computers, or use nuclear technology to diagnose diseases such as cancer, we are, in some small way, benefiting from the imagination of a man who saw the invisible without ever possessing a microscope. A man who chose laughter over despair, reason over superstition, and curiosity over certainty. That man was Democritus, the Laughing Philosopher, the visionary who first imagined the atom more than 2,500 years ago. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which philosopher from the ancient world do you believe was the most ahead of his time? Was it Democritus or someone else? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Because the stories of history's most extraordinary people are far from over.